We're going to be getting Avex Ranger going versus Cooler's Visor, and looking forward to see who's going to take the pain first.
Well, Cooler's got no weapon so far, and he's being denied towards Rocket as well, so a little bit of a fortunate position for him to be in. He finally has machine gun here to use, and the shotgun, but looks like he's just more than happy to sit here for a while and maybe wait for Heavy to come back up. It's up to 2. And actually being traded positions. Alright, so Mega for Cooler, Heavy for Avex, or maybe Mega for Cooler. I don't know why he didn't pick it up. Heavy's already been taken by Avex, and he's given this one up completely.
He left. He was scared. Honestly, just a couple of footsteps out of position, and you can be punished hard. And Cooler doesn't really have enough weapons. He doesn't have LG, doesn't have rockets, and that's why he didn't even challenge for the Heavy. Pure weapon advantage for Heavy got him that item, and then the positional disadvantage for Cooler allowed Avex to take everything.
Cooler doesn't even have rail yet. Neither does Avex. What are they doing here? Nice 100 damage being done for Cooler, though.
Let's go through this again, Jason. Whoa! Cooler with the LG all of a sudden strikes at 2000%. And it gets himself a nice start despite the first 60 seconds being awful for him. Oh my god, the nail gun, just hold it down! Ultimately did not matter because the shotgun blast came through. They were basically touching. I think they were.
I think it does matter right now because if Avex put his shield up earlier when he would have committed for the fight, he would have had way more health to work with in this little skirmish that's going on. Lucky for him, he backs it into more health. Bubbles, but he's gonna eventually fall to Cooler anyways.
Stopwatch.
And there you go, Cooler with armor again.
And the bad thing is that Avex has got a visor and he's about to walk into him. Yeah, this is... I mean, there's no aspect of this which is good for Avex, so Cooler is gonna lock down round 1.
Prepare to fight.
And again, they are... I think Cooler is less so playing for his space to go through the tournament, but Avex really, really is. Every single bit counts.
Yeah, I think Cooler's through no matter what. But he could be in 2nd place if he wins.
Yes.
No, I think it's
should be a big deal.
2nd place guaranteed. No, yeah, 2nd place if you win. Nah, whatever. Guaranteed through,
Let's
but
not go
2nd place, whatever. We'll cross that river when we get to it. Oregon Trail style. So you'll probably end up dying somehow to some weird disease, to gout, or I don't know.
Oregon Trail.
You've never heard of that game?
No.
You're like 70 years old, Zoot. How do you not know this game?
70? Excuse me.
Oh, did you come out?
You?
I'm younger and more attractive.
Already gone.
In my mind. Precious sight being used by Cooler, though, as he's going to charge in towards Cyber, or at least look towards that direction. Let's get rockets in hand now. And he's actually losing out in this battle. Gun. Yeah. But that rocket equalizes things. The great equalizer in Quake, the rocket. And there you go. Cooler gets the first frag, but he's very low in health, and Mega's not up for another 5 seconds.
Is he going to hang around for it? I don't think he can. Cooler somehow manages to hit the ceiling on that run. Or he even rocket jumps out. No! Get off the fire! Ah! Gonna find Avex regardless.
Can you just...
That was just a series of bad plays.
Or not bad, that scream again?
No, not. It's just a spur of the moment kind of. Oh, I think we're going to see Cooler going down one more time. That rocket jump of desperation to get health bubbles. Oh, missed jumps hurt.
Well, it looked like the rate he was going is going to die anyways, even if he did successfully get it, because there's a clutch right in his face. Cooler's going to get the health, you know, charging for armor. It's going to be up, and he's going to secure it too, so Avex waiting for that shield to come back up. But Cooler has no overstack at all, and Avex might have just jumped off the map.
Did you see that from Avex point?
No, I was watching Cooler.
He's just picking up the health bubbles, and you know when you think you're still running on like the health bubble, what is it? It's like a little ledge. Mm. He kind of was just in the air.
Well, we found Clutch's greatest counter.
In Europe here.
We found Clutch's greatest counter, ramps.
Exactly.
And Cooler's gonna take that round. 3-2.
Ouch.
2, 3-1, 3-2, 3-1. I didn't see it. 3-1, 3-2. 3-2.
I know it's playing for everything right now, but I'm sure Avex can't help but laugh at that because that's just. Yeah, Clutch's biggest enemy.
I can think of a certain word that Avex was probably saying when that happened. A certain Polish word.
Does it begin with K?
It does.
Okay, I got you.
I do like where.
I've got no further comment.
If you notice the way Cooler's using that piercing sight, by the way, he always positions himself next to time shards whenever it like runs out, so you can make sure to secure another one really quickly. The LG battle is actually not favoring Cooler here, as Avex just has a high ground and has a better tracking in that situation.
But the thing is, his high ground, like he was technically out of position there. Oh, that was really weird that he won the fight. Oh, nice rockets, Cooler.
That was a great shot. Yeah, chat got it, by the way. It's cool.
Cool,
okay.
Yeah. Cool. That's it.
By the way, Cooler didn't use shield either in that little chase.
Not cool with the EW. Yeah.
What?
The EW? You can't go with a KEWL.
Why not?
Is there something wrong with you?
I mean, you may have invented the language, but you didn't invent the slang. At least the cool slang. 14 HP for Cooler. He goes on the chase against Avex.
Nice.
He had shield up, I believe, and he didn't even use it.
Poor guy. Poor guy. Avex got a chance though to get himself back into this one. A little bit of chip on that. Although still with the shield, but he's got control of the heavy area. I like that Cooler wants to put pressure on this. He wants to make him as weak as possible on his health before that armor gets picked up. But if he hangs around too long now, he could still be in trouble. He's lost out on everything. No mega for himself either.
Lucky for them though, those health bubbles were up. That Nail's gonna give away his position. Trying to get over to that light armor. You can see Avex just covering all of his exits. Cooler down to his last champion here, and he's gonna be chased out. Avex has shield, and Cooler's locked in a tight area. Avex just used the shield, and eventually comes in as he suicides, but he gets the round nonetheless.
Alright, Avex in this.
Prepare to fight.
Was very close, but he managed to not fall off the map with clutch, and that's clearly been a great source of success. So
yep. You know, the best clutch players in the world have probably the least amount of suicides.
I think you're right there, but you know what? Even Razy, who I'd consider the best clutch, I think it's happened. I've seen him do it once, but he probably won less time at least than everyone else.
You know who I missed, by the way? Is it Bus Driver, I believe it was, who filled in. Yeah, he filled in for a team during the EU regional, or he was on a team during the EU regionals, and like his Sorlag play was like ridiculous. He was playing like an anchor kind of role in Sacrifice.
Just call him a sub, a fill-in. He'll like that.
Was he? I don't remember if he was a fill-in or not.
No, I don't think so. He played with Alliance, and then in the Miasma Alliance team as well. I believe that he played in an Alliance at the regionals.
Okay.
And that was with Franks, Sparty, and Syndrome.
Avex.
Oh my
so
god,
much damage with the machine. Are you kidding me, Avex? 14 health left.
That was a lot.
And he gets the kill?
That was a lot of 15s.
Cooler's let this game slip, by the way. He was up 2-0, and oh, the rocket jump's gonna work out. Not gonna pull a Cooler on this one, but the shield's gonna be there. Eventually, he should fall.
Yeah, he doesn't pull a Cooler, but he still manages to rocket jump into the clutch. So Cooler rocket jump failed, and he went into the clutch. Avex succeeded and went into the clutch. I mean, it's just awful both times. Please avoid doing this, guys. Oh, the nail gun. Can he hold on to his life? Not quite going to be making that one. We have just got the Ranger left for Cooler, and we've got Stack rebuilding for Avex.
Luckily, though, Cooler's going to pick up Mega in the meantime. He's denying that away. But Avex spots him going towards Rocket. Little preemptive shot. Cooler will dodge away. He's actually going to continue to go for the chaser with the LG. He wants to get this kill before the shield comes back up.
Whoa.
But you know what? Avex played smart.
Close. Yeah, get that back, the shield back now. And we could certainly see ourselves at a tiebreaker round. That's it. We're going to get it.
Prepare to fight.
All right. Tied up here on Corrupted Keep. Blood Covenant will become second. Runes of Storm at third if we need to get there.
3, 2, 1. Fight.
There we go. Avex going to be starting with Visor. Cooler going to be starting with Visor as well.
Yeah, nice. Visor on Visor. I like this. Avex manages to get that heavy to begin with. He's got lots of important weapons, and that heavy machine gun too. He's definitely taking time out of his day to make sure he picks it up. He's been so powerful with that weapon. Not going to chase through that choke point. Now just spotted that Cooler's drop for the heavy. That hurts.
Yeah, 86 damage rocket there. With 1 tick of LG. Here's Avex up towards light armor. Mega's not up though. Pierce's sight will be up. And Avex doesn't have his. Cooler might try to go for the chase here. LG comes out and catches Avex off guard, and he's going to hit another knockup. And eventually going to finish off the kill. Has decent health to work with too. But still has a little bit of time before these pickups are here.
Yeah, Avex had such a sick flick direct rocket, but unfortunately didn't have anything left to hit the remaining shots. Cooler defending himself with the nail gun, managing to zone Avex away. Very useful for him. He's got the piercing sight back, however, this is really just helpful for running away against the clutch. He's like, I know you're there. Like, I can see through walls. Don't hide from me.
I wish you could do like a
maybe
wave.
he could hit his head.
I wish you could do like a wave emote. That'd be pretty funny.
I saw some people on Reddit talking about like taunts and stuff like that. Oh, we've got a drop over here. Avex with the clutch, he manages to take more damage, but the rocket is going to land anyway. However, he's got nothing to work with. Survival's gonna be hard. And here comes Cooler. Try and get the maximum damage, Avex. And the maximum was nothing, sadly, for him.
I'll see how Cooler's going to play this. Is he going to try to sit there and wait, play around his opponent, wait for that shield to come back up? 17 seconds of time, and Avex saw the time shards there, or he saw them being taken. So obviously that's what Cooler's going to be. 3 seconds on Mega, Avex going to back off. 3 seconds on Heavy. Or Avex actually going to go for Heavy. He's going to try to contest this one. Dyer comes through. He hits 100 damage rocket. Cooler. He puts the pain down, and he gets away, and gets Mega in the meantime, and his shield is going to be back up now.
I think there's 10 seconds still to let Dyer all this up, and he really needs it. Cooler is pushing through the corridor, gonna get a rocket, another rocket, but can he follow up for the frag? And Dyer was just used! Shotgun, surely gonna take it up, but he's...
What?
Wow, and that was only 3 damage that he found.
It still might be over.
That goes down, and Cooler just about manages to clear his map. Almost the reverse sweep. I will get that 3-2 for Cooler.
Way too close for comfort there too. I mean, Avex almost escaped that. The Cooler just catching him the nick of time. I don't know how that rocket did 3 damage, but...
Was that rocket or was it a shotgun?
No, it was a rocket.
It was right, just a bit of splash, okay.
Yeah.
Let's see.
But only 3
So I saw the
damage,
shotgun straight after, and I was like, ooh.
Yeah, he was switched
In
around.
that exact order.
But the Cooler's done it. So, one more map for him, and he's through to tomorrow.
Yep.
And Avex now has to
be
win.
out, I think. Wait, it's breaking my mind, Jason.
If
it's
Cooler
breaking
beats Avex,
my
Avex
mind.
out. If Cooler beats Avex, Avex out.
You're right, actually, yeah, you are right.
Yeah,
but if Avex wins a map...
Avex still out.
Yeah, Avex still out. You're good at this. You're good at it.
I wish I could see your face that you're making me try to like calculate this.
It's very similar to the one on there, actually.
It's as simple as just head to head. All right, well, Blood Covenant will be next year.
Are you sure we're not going to need to take a break at the end? Like, right, guys, we actually need a scientist here to help us out.
I'd hope not. I'm sure with all the geniuses we have in chat, someone can help figure it out with us. You know, can confirm our findings.
I mean, I wrote the rules.
Jerky.
I'm just very bad at enforcing them.
Well, dude,
man, you got
go
saying
to
Zeke's probably casting naked right now. I mean, yeah, I can just kind of let loose at this stage. Do whatever over here.
That's fun.
So I could all I hear is deep breathing, and that doesn't comfort me.
Prepare for the draft.
All right, going to the draft now. Cooler up 1-0. Blood Covenant. I would imagine we see fairly similar picks here. Especially you're going to see... Avex has to go Visor's last pick, doesn't he? I mean, he was so good with it earlier.
Yes. We're going to get exactly the same lineups 2 maps in a row now, in fact, for both players. But yeah, Visor's an awesome pick on this map. I don't rate Clutch a lot on here, but clearly these two are electing to use it. I don't think he's a must pick at all, though. Avex, you've got to fight, man. This is the one. This is his map pick. And seeing how close it's been already, I have no doubt that he's capable of this. I think people would also be surprised, though, if Cooler managed to get second in the group overall. That would be a hell of a result for Cooler, considering what people were thinking of coming into this tournament.
Especially you, who, when we talked before it started, you said Cooler was probably going to go out. And I was like, I don't know, I think Cooler can do it. So I'm going to rub that in your face, because you're going to obviously run the 9,500
but he's just died.
Yeah, he did just
lost the first frag, so went down pretty quick this time.
Oh, that could have been a lot of damage with the nail gun there. That is a lot of damage being done.
I think he can even go some machine gun for maybe some more stable damage, and those angles where he can move horizontally a lot. Well, pays a teeny bit more for rail.
And he doesn't have rail for Avex, so a little bit unfortunate for him to not get a lot more chip damage in. Does get heavy in the meantime. Probably gonna work his way towards the rail here. I believe Cooler did get Mega, and those rockets just not gonna land. Actually, Cooler's gonna be here to contest contest rail now, or actually he could have with the rocket. Instead, he wants to come in from behind. Shield gonna be used. Avex gonna rocket jump to get away, and they're both now fighting on the bridge. But that little drop down there actually works out for Avex really well. He escapes the clutches of Clutch and Cooler, and now he has a chance to actually maybe punish Cooler. I mean, there's 20 seconds to go. Avex picking up a lot of these time shards.
Yeah, Avex needed that Mega. It's very difficult for him to do anything without getting the stack to justify it. And now he can... The thing is, he knows that most of the hourglasses are on that side of the map as well, so although he'd love to make a move, he can't go in close combat. Hitting 2 entry rails is awesome work, but he still can't go close combat.
You can see Cooler though, he has shield up. Maybe a little bit wary though of where Avex coming from, especially with the piercing sight. I don't think he has like a good timing of when it will be and will not be available. But at least he gets Mega, so he can survive the piercing sight with these rails coming through.
Avex just waiting at the moment, waiting for some information. Gets the piercing sight going. I was like, right, now I can make my next step. Rail 1. And Cooler not showing his face again while the piercing sight is up. And nab away all these hourglasses. Would be really cool if he collects the hourglasses on the bridge and then goes in for an attack to force the shield out. So it'll take a while then for that shield to come back up.
And keep in mind, Cooler is playing against the clock eventually, being down to 1 champion. So he's gonna have to get aggressive at one point. Piercing sight now gonna be available. Gonna use it, spots him right away, and he should easily be able to get 100 damage rail here if Cooler does move up this bridge. And actually, luckily enough for Cooler, it's unlikely enough, he pushes out last second. Could have actually wasted that entire ability.
That rocket really put Avex off his aim. Nudged his crosshair away. Gonna be some more armor for Cooler.
That was a really good flick shot out of Cooler.
Problem for him is not being able to continue matching that damage. Although, one more rail for Avex and he's going to be looking great. He's going to try and hit this shot. Oh, he's going to miss out on that angle. It was a very good effort from him. Collecting all those hourglasses. He's going to find the rail. There's one. He's got to run a little bit. Ooh, oh, that was a deep sounding thud. It was 100 damage actually, full direct.
Avex just keeping control. Shield's gonna come in. Cooler's going for the chase. Cooler gets knocked off the bounce pad, and Mega Health's gonna be there. Avex should be able to survive that. And there you go. He does. Cooler now down to his last champion, and he has a minute to pick up 2 to somehow find 2 kills in this.
Still stringing together the 2 rails. He had 4 points of health left. I mean, he was almost... It almost went badly against Cooler when he had the clutch, but Cooler went for a rail shot, and the rocket landed just as the shield was kind of coming back up. 1-0.
Round 2. Fight.
Avex not out of this. Still looking strong in the tournament. Again, fighting for his spot into tomorrow's playoff games.
I like the split of Avex too. Instead of going for Mega Health, he actually picks up Rocket instead. But now, he actually is going to be potentially punished going for the Mega here. He will go to secure it. And we'll get away. So make sure to guarantee the Rocket. and still picks up the Mega in the midst of all that. And it's a pretty decent spread, actually, between the two pickups now.
Yeah, there's a good amount of time. Could funk things around a little bit when we move into the next rotations. Heavy's going to be up now, and it looks like there's going to be a small delay on it, so it could go back to normal still. Cooler's leaving that Heavy up. He's electing to try and do some damage onto Avex, but he's not managing to hit anything. And that Heavy machine gun damage is adding up. I think Cooler realizes there's no rail still for Avex. And Avex going to have to work his way over there.
That should have been a lot more damage for Cooler if he just hit those 2 rails. He would have been able to punish him quite heavily. I think he has his piercing sight up. Yeah.
Yep.
Just the way he was moving there.
I think Avex realized. Yeah, Avex realized he wanted to set up a trap, but realized, you know what, that piercing sight timing soon. Probably not going to be able to.
Well, meantime, Cooler will take away Mega. Avex has to be very careful if he goes for Heavy here. He's railable at the moment. Cooler
there you go.
Sitting towards LG. And he will jump on the high ground here. He has the LG out. He's doing some good damage, but then again, so does Avex. He's just decimating him.
Yeah, the rocket entry damage into the LG. It was really nice from Avex. He had him exactly where he wanted. So hard for Cooler to continue dodging. And he's played this whole round without any railgun yet. He's got the tri-bolt though. LG out. The shield is down. He can hold his ground a little bit more, but he's going to break out a bit. He might use the piercing sight to make sure he can get this item safely.
Yeah, he sees exactly where he is, and Cooler is not going to have Mega for 8 seconds. If Avex gets across this bridgeway in time, he can actually just punish Cooler absolutely. And actually, he might be able to. Cooler's directly under him. Cooler doesn't have the health to really work with here in this situation. He's got to hit an amazing shot to open this one up with, and Avex already connects a decent amount of damage. The shield's going to be there. Mega's going to be picked up for Avex, though. And Cooler switching the LG, looking to back out. Gets saved in the nick of time by that shield.
That was a butt-clenched moment for Avex until he picked up that Mega health. That kept him going in that fight a lot. Knows he's there. Oh, he knows everything. This is awful for Cooler. He might have to rocket jump back up because there's going to be a couple of hourglasses on the top that will help him, but patience has paid off.
Oh, that's a good rocket, actually. It like kind of pushed Avex into Cooler there. But I guess it wasn't good in the end when Cooler doesn't have the HP. But he's looking to push again. He's got the shield up. Mega just secured for Avex. A little bit unfortunate for the timing there. Maybe if Avex didn't have Mega, it could have been a little bit of a different story. But either way, Cooler's going to be down 2. And Avex already up 1-0 in this map. Down 0-1 in the series. He's looking to take it to a 3rd map. Keep in mind, like I was saying before, if Avex wins this series, Tox would most likely be out and Avex would be through.
We think. I think. I'll agree with you, provisionally.
Unless Toxic beats Razy, then Toxic's through and Avex still out.
True. That could really be where everything falls.
Cooler would be out, and Avex would be through with Toxic with Razy, because Cooler would lose to Avex, and would lose in the head-to-head.
I like that they're confused right now.
No, that's it.
Still stuff to play for.
If Avex wins and Toxic wins, then Cooler's out because he lost against Avex, and they'd be tied together, and Toxic would be 2-1.
Yeah. I got you.
So really crucial.
A lot of extra damage.
Oh.
Round 2 complete.
This is good. But Avex doesn't want to let this get close to a reverse sweep like Cooler almost allowed in the first map. It's looking great for Avex at the moment.
3, 2, 1. Round 3. Fight.
But that could still mean there's a lot to play for in the last match of the day.
Yeah. Very important last match of the day then if that does come to fruition. Let's see though. Cooler's going to look to prevent that from happening. Avex did a lot of fadeaway damage there. Still both relatively equal in HP as they do secure heavy armor and secure Mega health. And they're actually going to push right into each other. Avex though stealing away those time shards and going to back off to bridge. He's going to have his piercing set up 20 seconds ahead of Cooler. Just going to bounce away to rail.
I want to point out from last round, I'm pretty sure Avex, he either won most of or all of the last round without using rail, and it was like almost a 4-minute round. So on a map that you'd consider so important with rail, that's really impressive from Avex.
I know you and I couldn't do that because we depend on rail like
rely.
it's exactly.
I love that gun too much.
Ooh, nice little rail to Cooler there. I'm still on Avex's point of view though. Has another piercing side up. That's his third of the round compared to second of Cooler's. Not gonna go for it just yet though. Needs to get a little bit more rocket launcher ammo. But look at this. Cooler actually goes for the chase here, and he's out of rocket. He switches to the LG, and Avex gonna go down. Cooler, a great shot out of him. A little bit fortunate for Avex to not have any more rockets left, but now we get to see the clutch come out of him. And Cooler's got to be the one who responds. Let's actually tag along with Cooler here.
Yeah. He's got himself the piercing sight backs, which is nice. And use it straight away. Try and block Avex off. He's kind of just holding this one position. He's got to be careful in case Avex decides he wants to go for a rush. It could be right now, in fact. A lot of nails. What just happened? He didn't want to use the shield at all.
Cooler did a hell of a lot of damage with nail gun, and then waited a split second to hit Avex when he landed on the ground. I don't know the damage of his rocket there, but Avex hit splash damage on himself to finish himself off. That sounded really wrong, but that's
like... Is that one of those weird double rocket jumps or something he was trying to do? I don't know.
Trying to keep it interesting for us, I think.
No throwing, Avex.
Oh, these rockets are just not netting any damage. I think it was 30 from like 4 rockets landing. The Cooler is not healthy at all. It's gotta be so careful. That rail, oh my lord. Almost was enough to just end this visor play.
I don't know if he meant to rocket jump just then, because he would have got some nice hourglasses then. But either way, oh, he finds a direct somehow, trying to go in for the kill. The dire orb's going to get used, and he's now at the top of the map. And Cooler's so out of position himself that it's just too risky to challenge. He can't afford to lose a champion in case something goes wrong.
I like how he's taking away high ground from. He's got the rail out. He had the vision. Armor's going to be up. Hoping that Avex would take that dire orb, but he's not able to get any chip damage in while that heavy was being taken. So really well done by Avex, I'd have to say, to just prevent Cooler from getting an easy rail in.
I'd like to see Avex making a move as soon as possible, though. You never know how long things take when you have to go versus a clutch to engineer some kind of good fight. Cooler is looking very flicky with his rolls today, actually.
Alright, let's talk with Avex for a little bit here. On the Ranger. Down 2 champions. Both of them missing rails against each other. And Avex like, you know what, forget the rail, I'll go nail gun. And he actually did net, well, a negative 20 damage off of that. So Cooler hitting 80. And doesn't really Avex feel comfortable with rails.
I think he was trying to play with the vision just then. Oh, hold on, we might get a kill down here. Avex trying to Goomba stomp him, but manages to find that LG tickle right at the end. And now it's going to heal up a little bit with the bubble. He's got his dire orb. He's got to kill that clutch within the next 50 seconds. Does he know Cooler's over there? He could have a wild stab in the dark. He should know Cooler's tendencies. He's right behind you!
You know, I think if Cooler's smart here, play the time. Don't play the matchup anymore. Play the time. Just sit back. Keep your distance away. You have a shield to buy you extra time. As long as you don't get dire orbs here, then you're fine. You got around.
Having a bit of nightmare from Avex versus Tox on Blood Run, where he spotted him. That's it. He's got dire orb, and he manages to get him with 19 seconds to go. Avex locks down one more and can still get the 3-0 on Cooler here on Blood Covenant. What a comeback! Not done yet though.
Yeah, he's got one more frag to find to make that one happen. Sudden death will be hitting now. He's so stacked. Look at this armor. Look at this HP. And now he knows exactly where Cooler is. The first rail is not going to land, though. Goes to the second. Misses yet again. And that stack that he did have is gone. Cooler equalizing things here really well. And you can see again, Avex, you know, decided not to use the rail. Because, you know what, the HMG is doing serious work. He's actually winning out in this battle at the moment. Cooler, though, gets Mega. And Avex is going to have to back off.
There goes the trump card there. Well, there's the rail to watch out for. Avex manages to hit one shot. He's got to get that heavy now, so he can afford to take another rail. But the heavy machine guns weaken him down, and he's not got that dire orb to use. Cooler pushes the situation. That was a smart push by Cooler. And he's going to get himself around, and he's going to be in Blood Covenant still. And hopefully, despite all the amazing work that Avex did, hopefully he's not going to like psych himself out about it. He'll be mentally in this round too.
Oh, already. A little bit of fighting breaking out off the bat. I was just going to back away to Mega instead. Whoa. Oh, that rocket was well placed, and Cooler gets a follow-up kill. Not only does he get that, he gets himself a Mega.
Yeah, that rocket was disgusting from Cooler.
Oh
and
no.
Pushed Avex away from the Mega. We're going to get a push now from Avex. He's got the shield out, but he hasn't got long left on it. And a direct hits him. I mean, he's got to suddenly flee.
That all started. That all started with Cooler catching him on the jump pad. You got the LG. It forced the shield out of Avex, or he would have been juggled in the air. And then Avex's like, all right, well, my shield's out already. I have to force a fight. And Cooler's able to completely get rid of that shield, though it's right back up now. No rail for Cooler, so there's no way you can pummel from long range. And the shield gonna be used yet again. Just pretty much just pure defensively, not even offensively. Cooler might be able to pick up this kill. He should be able to. Look at the stack he has compared to him. He's got him locked in this tight corridor, and where is he gonna go?
He's got no ammo on so many guns, though. He's run out of LD, he's run out of machine gun. He's only got kind of like, oh, well, he's gonna find him anyway, but had to eventually pick up ammunition. Cooler's not out of this, guys. Possibly playing for the tournament live, going over the heavy machine gun, finds a bit of rocket damage.
Don't pull a raise, you don't blood pull it.
Hey, I've got nothing wrong with that. Ooh, that LG, that hurts. Cooler might think twice about what's happened in that fight. Hasn't got the rail for himself, though, so has to go with the heavy machine gun.
Oh! What a shot! Jinx, Silmia Cooler coming up big!
Heavy's going to be up in a moment, though.
You know,
Cooler has got the weaponry to deal with this, but he can't drop on an LG.
Switch back to machine gun. Avex has so little life left. So does Cooler, though. 79 health. Do they both not have rail? Yeah, no one has a rail. Again,
it's like such a vulnerable spot to go to. I think they're like, well, I know if I go for it, I'm going to get punished for trying to get it.
Wait, Avex doesn't have piercing sight right now. 3 seconds left to go. Alright, he's gonna have it up, so this is his chance. Yeah, he doesn't have the rail. His machine gun ammo, he has enough of it, but he doesn't have rockets. Cooler, though, he has opportunity from range to just battle this out. As long as he hits the shots, but he's missing. Avex is just dancing around every single shot that Cooler throws out. Just constant battle. No one feels safe at this rate.
Yeah, all of a sudden it's kind of turned on its head, and Avex got a chance to come back into this game now. Cooler's managed to get all the ammunition he needs. I'm going to switch over personally just to have a look what Avex up to. He still doesn't have that rail. Oh, you've been on Avex?
For a little bit, yeah.
Okay. He's actually going to rocket jump over. He meets one of Cooler's rockets. He's taking tons of damage now. Finds himself another rocket. Can he finish the job off with 8 health to go? But he has to get himself the Mega. He's used the piercing sight to see where is that spawn going to come. Am I going to be going versus the clutch? It is a confirmation of that now. He can't drop it. Yeah, he hears the gears grinding. But he's going to go for it anyway. He managed to deny it. Tries to go for a bit of pummel damage, but he's going to fall eventually. I don't like the drop. I think he tried to calculate a risk there, but it was too great of a risk. It means we get another tie-breaking round between Cooler and Avex.
Round begins in 3, 2, 1.
It's going the distance right now.
It is going into the 10th round of the series. Out of 2 maps in the 10th round.
Ooh.
Avex going for a challenge right off the bat with the LG. Gets bounced up in the air. He's so low on life, and he gets punished for that too, with Cooler getting the rockets beforehand.
That was such a big rush. You've got to have big balls to make plays like that as Avex, but it did not work out for him, sadly. This clutch should get him the kill. It kind of has to if Avex wants to stand a chance still. But, yeah. Oh, dear.
Oh, that timing. And he can't get up. There's like almost no way he can get up there again. But Cooler's on the low ground. And Cooler eats a direct rocket to the face. So time things up at 1 apiece. Cooler's going to go for clutch. He's got time to work with here. He just doesn't have the guns yet. On the time shards. Looks like Avex is going to back away from them.
It was important for... Oh, lovely rocket. It was important for Avex to have some health and that, that heavy armor to take afterwards. It's allowed him to really stay in the round. drop. Here it is. Clutch fight to decide a lot of it. Does manage to get some. What? How much pummel damage did he do just then? 59 health left for Cooler. He managed to get a fair amount. And there's one rail. Fireworks up. Oh, the direct there from Cooler. What an unreal shot. The rail's going to miss, though. And Cooler is so difficult to escape from this. But Avex going to give him some space. I feel like the chance was there for Avex to get the kill. But maybe that direct rocket just saved Cooler's butt.
So tense between the two. Avex is still down a champion, though, even though we're only 2 minutes into this round. But Cooler, if he takes this round, he's 1-2-0. Avex will be knocked out. So Avex fighting for his tournament life. So we'll keep the camera on him at the moment. Everything in his hands to do. And he's got the rail out currently, waiting for that Mega to respawn back in. Cooler, though, has the shield. And Avex, we've seen him already Dire Orb kill against Cooler before. Can he do it again? Will he expect Cooler right around the corner? The bait's going to be there. He gets 100 damage. Rocket off the bat, follows up with the rail. And Cooler now, he's going to be the one that has to back away. And look at this. Avex gets heavy off the back of that. He has so much health and armor to work with.
And also time to work with, which is really useful as well. It's only the one kill that he needs to get. But you can see Cooler's just finding a spot on the map. I was like, right, my place for a moment. We'll stand here and then wait for the next clue to where I'm going to hide next, almost. Does he know? He just saw him. Another direct rocket. He's hitting so much damage on Cooler. He's going to go for the Dire Orb. LG out, trying to get the rockets, but in the end, Cooler's going to kill himself. Last champion each, Jason. This is it.
I think Cooler should stop trying to set up traps like this, because every time he's done it, Avex hit a direct rocket to open things up with. Ranger v Ranger, Dire Orb v Dire Orb, and Mega is up again. Avex is maintaining full control of this map where it looked like there was no chance for him to come back into it. He's been able to. And Cooler, the passive play is just not working out for him so far. Avex constantly hitting these shots, constantly pressuring Cooler and catching him at these corners, turning the traps against him. This ain't Yu-Gi-Oh!
Be sure that his Virtus Pro teammate Cypher is going to be watching and cheering for him. Hoping to meet him in the playoffs at some point as well. Ooh. Nice rail exchanges over here. That Cooler's weak. That was maybe a chance for a frag then. Whoa. That's a really big rocket. But there's been a counter Dire Orb. He's just found him on the side. LG, he's on such a small amount of health. He hits the rail.
Round 5 complete. You win.
That rocket jump rail. What a play there from Avex. Was super risky if he missed that shot, but he does it and pulls us through to a tie-breaking map.
I don't know what else to say about that, Zoot. That, like you said, the rocket jump into the rail to take the round, to take the map, and to take us to Runes of Sarnath as our third. Avex is fighting to stay in this one, and hell, he deserves it after that.
Oh my god. He's like, that's the one chance. I have to get in line of sight. I know he's vulnerable. Hit the damn shot. And, well, his focus paid off.
Insane stuff here from these two players. And now we're going to Runes of Sarnath. Do you think we're going to have any different champion picks here? I wonder what's going through Cooler's head, too, because he had that map. He was up in Champions. And every time he tried to set up a trap there, it was completely countered by a direct rocket out of Avex.
Yeah, the rockets were pivotal for Avex to get started in those fights well. He would have struggled actually a lot more without it. Even though Cooler wasn't rocking like an amazing stack the whole time, it was still good. Yeah, it did everything for him.
Let's just get into this. Let's just say, all right, screw the small talk. Let's just get into this third and final map of the series. We still have one more match to come up. It's gonna be Razy versus Toxic. And they're both waiting to see what's going to happen with this match. Because if Cooler wins, if Avex wins, Razy's through first. If Cooler wins, then Avex out. All coming down to this. If we go to the fifth map or the fifth round here as well,
the final map, that's it. Is that confirmed? Do we know this is it? Have you got this 100%, Jason? I just want to be sure.
I'm pretty sure. Well, I know that if Avex wins, Toxic's out because of maps, right? And if Cooler wins, then Avex out because he's 0-3.
Yeah, you're right.
And then Cooler, and then if Toxic, if Toxic beats Razy, then there's another 3-way tie. Because then Cooler would be 2-1, Toxic would be 2-1, Razy would be 2-1.
Hmm.
Yeah.
Okay.
So hopefully we don't... I kind of hope we don't get to that point because I don't want to have to do that and then realize, oh, it's actually different and it's actually we were wrong.
Wait, Tox is out no matter what right now, I think.
Tox beat Avex. Tox is
Okay,
one and one right now.
Okay.
Stop jumping to these conclusions. They've been wrong the last 4 times.
I'm freaking out, man. I'm freaking out right now. The tension of the game isn't helping me make decisions any clearer. Guys, we have got the tie-breaking map between Cooler and Avex here in the Beat eSports Invitational. I'm personally on Avex's point of view, where we're getting the same champions all the way through the series. See who can push themselves through to that playoff position.
Avex got Pearson's side up, but he's not even using it. Being very patient with it, where Cooler seems to use it off of cooldown pretty much. Just to gather information on where his opponents are. That's our faces, by the way, so there we go. We're in game now. I just realized we were on camera the whole time. I mean, I was on camera. We're in game now, don't worry.
You didn't actually miss anything, guys. Avex got the Mega Spawn, Cooler got the Heavy, and they actually... that was the first fight of the game, so...
You get to see our faces as we cast. No one ever knows what that looks like. I just feel constipated when I do it.
It's a shame for, you know, Jason's face, but you had mine at least. Sorry.
Oh, he was out of ammo!
Click. That was a horrible sound to hit mid-fight. He finds the ammo pack, though. And one rocket left. Al's got the LG, 59 health. And Cooler almost gets the mutual frag going.
Oh, he gets the armor. He gets a pummel.
Oh, almost times the rail to get that extra damage right at the end. The denial of the armor is quite nice, actually, because Clutch does thrive.
Oh, no.
He misses the jump. And there we go. Look what happens. As Avex just waltzes in, it's like, right, I'll take that. And now I know that you're in a bad position.
He's gonna lose on armor too. He's got shield, so at least he can maybe go for some sort of challenge, but you can see that Avex already secured it. Back up the jump pad. Cooler's just trying to get his health back. Maybe get a little bit of armor too before this next skirmish does break down. Luckily for him, though, he's not against a clutch where he could have potentially been punished even more.
Yeah, it's really important that Avex finds the time to even land half a rail, just so that, and also control the heavy armor, just so Cooler has to keep on chasing the green armors. And that's going to be heavy, going the way of Avex. Rocket's being sought, but Avex, the nailgun spam, works out for him despite being weak at the end. And he gets rid of the clutch effectively.
Actually amazed Avex won that. I thought with the damage being done out of Cooler that almost certainly would have been another kill.
It was the heavy that made the difference, I think. It definitely helped him out a lot. We're going to get Mega in a second. Avex can't push through that choke point. Cooler's guarding it.
Happy though, this is going to be very dangerous. Okay, so Avex does get it. I thought he was maybe going to get railed there as Cooler was trying to go for the chase. So maybe actually he would rail Cooler. No way. Starting to slow the pace down a little bit. Cooler down a champion here as we're approaching that 3-minute mark.
Hello.
Okay, that's an easy rail.
He's given up his angle, quite possibly picking up that health bubble, but maybe it wasn't heard. 380 damage, gonna get another one. He could. Oh, what a final rail from Avex. Gets him as he disappears around the corner. It's going to be 1-0 to him.
Prepare to fight.
Oh, that last rail shot was savage.
Begins in 3, 2, 1. Round 2. Fight.
But are we going to get the, like, sort of 2-0, then a sort of a comeback, or are we going to get the 1-0, 1-1?
I was trying to think ahead, actually. Because if Avex wins and Tox wins, then... and then Cooler's out. Yeah, that's right. The Cooler would be out. So this group isn't done just yet, assuming that's correct.
We might have to take a break, like, after the games, and then just come back to confirm. I'm not doubting that's a possibility.
Well, because Cooler would have lost to Razy.
Yeah.
And he would have lost to Avex.
Everyone loses to Razy.
But he beat Toxic. Ah, we'll see. We'll see.
But none of the games versus Razy matter, because Razy's been beating...
Oh, no. Because then if Toxic beat Razy, then there's 2-2-1s, and then Cooler and Avex are tied, and Avex would have beat Cooler, so Cooler could be out. Easy. Okay. Solved it. Here's the side coming in for Avex. He's trying to just trace him with the nail gun. He's done so much work with that against the LG. But both of them solo on HP, and both of them without piercing sight now. Mega health gonna be picked up. Avex still doesn't have rockets yet, though. And that rocket, that had to have been a 100 damage rocket, or at least close to it.
Yeah, he picked up Mega, and then it looked as if he didn't pick up Mega, because it was immediately back to his previous stack. That was sad times for Avex then. I'm going to get on over to Cooler's point of view. See how he's doing at the moment. Some lovely heavy armor control. Something that Avex is not really blessed with at the moment. Piercing Sight's going to come out. Avex just finished using his, so Cooler might have a good guess that he could get advantage with it, and that was a really, really sensational jumping rail. LG trying to avoid that nail gun a bit. He might push through, but there's only 12 bolts of lightning gun left, and the rail hits, but so does the rocket. Cooler can continue his life for a short while. However, there is Clutch coming up next.
Still like that slower play though, out of Cooler there, to realize he's got him locked in an area. Don't need to like kind of overcommit, take extra damage than you want to. Shield gonna come in. Cooler gets Mega. Cooler gets some distance with the rocket jump off of the shield of Clutch. And Avex somehow, with Cooler just missed that last rocket, will survive. We'll get the kill with the shotgun and tie things up at 1 apiece. But now Cooler coming in with his own Clutch, and Avex trying to grasp for these time shards as quick as he possibly can.
Yeah, that's key for him, and he's not going to be able to get many more. He's going to try to get the kill without using the shield. 46 health left. Quite a lot of damage taken by Cooler, but he finds it going up the bounce pad. Now has heavy for himself, and still the shield. Avex has taken the time and the use of the dire orb to get over to the mega health. Oh, give me that rocket. Thank you, please.
I'm just gonna go off the back of this one. You see both items a second away from each other. Shield gonna be used. Cooler tries to rocket jump up. He's got dire orb. He's behind him with it, but Cooler gets the kill nonetheless, and Cooler's gonna take his round, his first one here over into Sarnath.
Prepare to fight.
That was a sad rocket jump. You saw him hit the
ceiling.
Well, the ceiling, yeah, of the ledge above. It's like it's not a ceiling, okay?
Technically, it's a ceiling.
Kind of a ceiling. I mean, it's sort of a ceiling. It's like a
floor is both a ceiling and a floor. Just
don't get
technical
with me. Don't get technical with me.
A floor and a ceiling are the same thing. It just depends on where you're positioned around.
You're the same thing.
Technically, be a wall
more mature to answer with.
Just go to standard, like, you know, junior high, middle school kind of talk back. No, you are. I know you are, but what am I? Rockets landing. Avex going for the chase here. And there you'll get the great shot on a Cooler to open things up within the first 30 seconds. Oh. Cooler. Trying to finish this one off. He eats another rocket. Avex, if he just catch one more shot, he takes down the big robot.
Lovely job, sir. That's hard work, actually, for him. He's going to try and still hang around. Gets another rocket, and all of a sudden you blink and you miss it, basically. Less than a minute in it, and less than a minute in.
To fight.
And he takes another round. He puts himself on match point over here.
Round begins in 3, 2.
So can Avex do it? Can he pull off the comeback here, or can Cooler take us to our 5th round? Visor v visor. I'm assuming Cooler did already pop his piercing sight. No, actually, I know he did. All right, so he always seems to use it off spawn. Avex though holding on to his own. I'm on with Avex at the moment as heavy armor is gonna be the next little pickup for him.
When Visor was really introduced into the meta properly, it was very much about using that piercing sight immediately off the spawn. Players definitely experimenting with the timings, and LG in for a decent fight, but both the players weakened quite a lot. Well, he's coming with rockets. Cooler. He's not out of the series at the moment. He gets himself first blood on this this round.
Mega up in 1 second. Cooler's got the sight to see, and he can take this cleanly. He knows armor's gonna be traded away though.
I want one more round, Jason. I want one more round between these two. Is that so much to ask for with the 14 rounds that we're having so far? Oof.
Well, if Cooler keeps hitting shots like this, I think it's very, very, very possible. Gonna peek one more time.
Just lost it.
Oh, he's gotta be careful with the big robot. That's a lot of damage on Avex. Has to be so careful about how he uses the shield and how he gets the shots off. And there you go. Cleans someone up with 40 HP left though. He could transition to Mega right after this. Right after.
He might try, but
British.
It's gonna be. He's gonna be too late on that one. Avex trying to probably find some hourglasses now to help himself out.
Yeah, you can see Cooler actually was on his point of view for a second. Let's go back to Avex. He went back to the light armor time shards to check that they were not taken. So he knows that Avex hasn't been here and knows he has a shield advantage, so that's slowly disappearing. Avex gonna have his shield now up. Just hurt each other cross paths, and this is gonna be armor pickup for him.
This is really, really dangerous for Cooler to jump into this fight. He has got a bit of entry damage on it, but same for Avex. And there's going to be the Mega for him, healing him up very, very well. Cooler's in a very precarious position at the moment, and Avex landing shots. Cooler's going to return fire with a rail, and their stacks are similar. They might conclude this down at the heavy armor. Shield was used first by Cooler. There's like, no, I want the heavy. Who's going to get it? It's going to be Avex in it. Wait, nobody's going to get it. And he's going to get the frag as he makes the jump back on. I think both of them had slightly messed up timings on that. And now, Cooler's got one champion left. It's Ranger, and he's got 2.5 minutes to kill Avex clutch. We've seen this type of thing happen before, but now it's crunch time.
There we go, Cooler. I'm on his point of view. It's 1 against 2. LG comes out. Darab as well. It's not going to be a good one. He could have thrown it high to escape this, but the shield's going to disappear. 35 health remaining. Avex wants to go for the push. The rail's going to miss, and Avex gets the rocket, and he gets the win.
You win.
Damn.
Avex keeping his hopes alive.
3-1 on that last map. Can we confirm the outcome of what this means in the tournament?
As far as I know, if Toxic beats Razy, Toxic would be 2-1, Razy would be 2-1, and Avex beat Cooler in the head-to-head, so Avex would be through and Cooler would be out. If Razy wins, then Razy's 3-0, Toxic's 1-2, Avex 1-2, and Cooler's 1-2, and then you have the 3-way tie between Avex, Cooler, and Toxic, which is a triangle because they've all beat each other. But Avex has more rounds, so it comes down to Toxic and Cooler rounds.
But no, it's not to do with rounds; it's to do with maps.
That's what I mean. That's what I mean. Maps. That's what I mean. Sorry.
Okay. Because the thing is, Cooler 2-0 Tox, Tox 2-1 Avex, Avex 2-1 Cooler. I've got a feeling that Tox would be out in this instance, and then it would be Avex
during this break.
going second.
During this break, we'll finalize it before we do kick.